He's a big purr boy today. He's a good boy. And then he's shedding. There's so much cat hair. So much cat hair, Chippers. Yeah, whatever. Jeez. Okay, since last week, I've mostly been sewing. I sewed this dress, and I sewed 2 pairs of pants for the kiddo. So not a lot of doll stuff. So much cat hair. But, cat hair. I have been doing a little bit of playing around with dolls. You see, this doll, I had the amusing thought to see how the clothes that Queen of Squids made for the Disney animator Ariel that she sent, how those clothes would fit on this doll. Because if you're not aware of it, Disney animator dolls are the same general circumference as 60 centimeter ball jointed dolls. So as you can see, I mean, of course the 60 centimeter dolls are longer, but Queen of Squids actually made the crotch in this very dropped. So it actually fits on her, and that just amused me. So that meant I needed to get new clothes for Ariel. So here she is. This is one of the pieces of clothing that Cosmo Moore sent in that last box I opened. Thank you, Cosmo. It was originally intended as a dress for MSD size, but it's very stretchy. And like I said, the stuff that fits SDs properly is way too long on Disney animators, so the arm length for SD size actually worked out pretty well. It's a 3/4 length sleeve for Disney animator. And this is just something I put together for fun, to be silly, a tutu intended for the 60 centimeter dolls a few years ago. You know, you can go to craft stores and buy the tulle on a roll. That's what most of this is. There's some stuff in here that was tulle that, like, there's a printed, slightly glittery tulle that somebody sent me. I cut that into strips, the correct width. And gathered them all together with the ruffling foot, and then gathered that. I'm looking at the back of it, not that, sorry. And then there's that thing that you can do where you stretch a piece of elastic and zigzag stuff to it, and then you let go of the elastic and it gathers stuff more. And that's how I did the waist on this tutu. And that forever. And this necklace, I think, was originally a fancy bracelet. I think there's actual jewels of some sort and silver. So I thought it worked to make her little fun play outfit. And another thing, I actually put this on the doll like a day or so after I got it, but I forgot to show you. Another thing that Cosmo Moore sent was a hoodie for MSD sized. And with the glow-in-the-dark constellation print with vaguely spooky Halloween designs. And I put that on the Goodrow mirror almost right away. She's a little bit smaller than MSD size. So it's a kind of a baggy look on her, but it's a hoodie. There's no real right way for a hoodie to fit. So I like that on her. I think she's a little goth, maybe. That at least makes her very lightly applied but dark in color makeup makes sense. So I like her in this. Someday maybe I make a full proper goth outfit for her, but for now, here she is. And another thing that Cosmo Moore sent was a flower crown. And that also, I almost immediately, and yes, I realize that the camera is crooked and pointing over there, so right now, the sunshine is shining into the window directly on the view screen, so I really couldn't tell where it was aiming the camera. That's my excuse. Anyway, another thing that Cosmo Moore sent was the flower crown, which I almost immediately dropped on the tulip I painted green, who kind of stays over in the corner between the books, over there in the bookcase. So yesterday I pinned that properly to her wig and put her in a dress that matched it a little more. So I need to get out and take pictures of her. Actually, I think I have taken a picture of this, but I don't think I've posted it. I know I posted Ariel. So I need to get a picture of this, kind of ready for fall. And I really like the flower crown. Someday I might actually try to make a flower crown for dolls myself, because I have, like, either this or this is full of a stash of small-sized flowers that I've accumulated that seemed appropriate for doll size. including these roses that are actually like made of, are these paper roses or the foam roses? Yeah, these are the paper roses. I had some roses that were made of foam at one point too, but these are the paper roses. So there's Pulip in the Cosmomorph flower crown. And then another thing, thanks to Cosmo, when I put Space Princess PJ on the tall Made to Move body he sent, that freed up the tan Made to Move body that Space Princess PJ had been on before. So I've been looking around trying to figure out who should get that tan body. And I haven't decided on the doll yet, but I noticed, you know, with every release of Made to Move body or Barbie bodies in general, the standard skin tones vary a little bit. So I noticed that this Made to Move skin tone was a slightly, slightly darker than the skin tone Made to Move body that I had put the Janae head on, Integrity Toys old Playline doll that Amy Moon had sent. So I swapped, this was the body she'd been on, I swapped it onto this body. They don't look alike, they're a lot different just comparing them, but this body is just enough darker. This one like looked yellow compared to Janae. And this one, like I said, it still doesn't match very well at all because Integrity Toys heads just have never matched Mattel bodies very well. So it still looks a lot better than this body looked with her. And then I wanted to dress her last night, and there's a bunch of cat hair on it because she's been on my desk and Floof is laid on her. And so when I was dressing the dolls that I shared last week, I had put somebody in an outfit, and I liked the outfit. It was the Betty Teen-headed doll. I liked the outfit, but not on that doll, so I thought, well, I will try it on her. And again, I liked the outfit, but it didn't really suit her. So since I had already swapped her head around and played with like gelling her hair a bit, since it wasn't staying sleek, I decided to play up the poofiness a little bit. So I just went ahead and decided to just dress her, and I don't know why I chose this outfit. I mean, partly because the colors in her stock paint are a lot more neutral and earth-toned than I'm used to. And yes, what is neutral and earth-toned about the rest of this outfit? But her lips are a little oranger than most of my doll lips end up being, and neutral to me goes with orange, with the gold. It made sense at the time. It's just a ridiculous outfit, and there goes Pusheen again. So, I haven't taken pictures of this yet either. You know, these are vintage 1960s Barbie and early 1980s Barbie stuff, so it's a look. And I went into Walmart this morning and I bought some more those pre-cuts of cloth. I have definite plans I want to make. It's like when I put this on, I made this and it's very light and floaty, so I wanted layers under it because it's a little cooler outside this week, finally. And I put the skirt on, and the skirt is not as long as I wanted it to be, so I want to make floaty skirts, and I don't quite have cloth to make what I had in mind, but I found that in the Walmart pre-cut bin, and I need to make more leggings to fit on my weird mom body, and I found that in the right kind of cloth for that in the Walmart bin. So I do plan to keep sewing more than dolling, but I still feel like I had decent amount of things to share this week, even though if you asked me what I did since last week, I would have said just sewing. And I have odds and ends. I mean, maybe I'll find a head for this body. Maybe I'll do some quick little modifications in other bodies. I can never predict, but I guess that's why you watch. Oh, and I just won an auction for a doll. A lot more money than I normally spend on the doll, but not as much as these dolls usually go for. When I get her, which should be next, she's estimated to be delivered next Thursday, so it won't be in the next week's video. I'll actually show her, because you know how auctions are, just because you pay for something doesn't mean the buyer's not going to flake out. So hopefully that goes smoothly, and maybe I'll even have the doll by next week's video. But I won't know till next week. You won't know till next week. I'm babbling. Thanks for watching.